Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Tuesday, which means it's time to look at some online video news from last week and talk about the implications it has for us as creators. And let's just be honest, none of us really cares about any of the news from last week other than the update to the YouTube comments here. I'm going to take you guys to my desktop and give you guys a walkthrough of how it all works and what it's all like. That's coming up right after this. I think the main problem people are having with the YouTube comments is that they just don't understand how they work. Google's problem isn't with adding functionality and making sure those functions work, but actually I think it's communicating how they work and why they work. I mean, they're an engineering culture, they're really good at building things, but they're not really like a user experience design like culture, you know? Most of the functionality here works just fine. I just don't see a lot of people saying, you know, I have thoroughly educated myself with the new commenting system. I understand how it all works, why it all does the way, like what it does, what it's supposed to do, and I have come to a well-educated and informed decision that I just do not like the YouTube comments. Like no one's saying that, right? Like everyone's saying like, why is it doing this and why is it doing that? And when I click here, I thought it would do this, but instead it does that. And how do I do this? And I used to be able to do that, but now it's gone. And like that's what people are complaining about. And so hopefully here I can help you guys out with some of that. One, I'm going to first of all talk about what the new features are, and then I'm going to tell you guys second what the old features that are gone, like what's missing from here as well. So let's start with the new things. I'm just looking here at my desktop. Let me just go to one of my recent videos. I'll just go to this one where the comments are here. And one of the new things that you can do here is actually mention people in your comments that are on Google+, okay? So just a quick overview of what's going on here. This is, if I check this box, it will also share my comment to my feed or to my stream on Google+. So in this case, it's on the video creators feed. And the other thing, it's, well, let's get into that later, never mind. So, I don't want to share this comment I'm going to make. It's just going to be a test comment. So, but let me just mention like myself here, like, hey, plus Tim Schmoyer. See, I get a list of other people, other Tims, or Tim in the word. In this case, it's going to be me. Hey, Tim Schmoyer. Let me do that again. Tim Schmoyer. It automatically adds a space after you hit enter. See, there's a space right there. So I'm going to delete it, put an exclamation point. How are you doing today? Okay. Now I don't want this to go to Google+, so I just want to live just here on this, in the comments section of this video. That's it. So I'm unchecking that. I can change, it's automatically going to tag me, right, because I'm here. But let's say I wanted this to be private. I don't, in this case I can keep it public, but you could add circles if you want. If you wanted it to be just between you and, in my case, Tim Schmoyer, I could just remove public, and then the only people who could see this comment then are video creators and Tim Schmoyer. You could entire, like, if I wanted to make a comment that's just for all my YouTube top fans of this channel, I could do just that. Maybe I'll play around with that. That might be kind of fun. But I could do that. So, but I'm just gonna keep it public. I'm not sharing this. I'm not trying to restrict who can see this. I'm just gonna keep it public and click post. Okay. So now I have a couple options. There's moderation controls underneath here for everyone. But what I can do is I can edit this comment, which is new, right? I couldn't do that before. I could remove it, and I will do so actually here in a second. I'll show you what that looks like. And then you can disable replies, and then in some instances, you can also disable reshares, which I don't have any of those comments here. But if someone shares your video on Google+, that will also show up here. Now here's something that's interesting. So the comments here, both on YouTube and on Google+, now stay in sync. So let me do it this way. Let me cancel. I'm going to remove this one. Yes, I want to delete it. And one of the interesting things is that when you delete a comment, it actually deletes the whole discussion thread underneath of it too. So if there's something that has like a lot of replies to it, like if Shaquille here came and deleted his comment, or if I removed it also, all the other replies, including this one, would disappear as well. So it deletes the whole conversation, not just one individual comment. But let me make it different. I'm actually going to share this one to Google+. Like, hey, Tim Schmoyer, how are you doing today? Are you enjoying the new YouTube? Hey, let me do this. Oh, watch this. YouTube comments. Wow, that was a high-pitched voice. That was about. Okay, I'm going to share this on Google+. Okay, so I posted it. Now this is also going to be on my channel. Now click here. This will take me to a YouTube channel, which is probably what we wanted to do. But let me go here to my page in a new tab. right here. Okay, see, now this is video creators commented on a YouTube video. Hey Tim Schmoyer, how you doing there? You doing the new thing now? Now check this out. So it also gives me the video, like it shared the video here that I was commenting on to my feed. Now anyone, this is public too, remember? See right here, oh, there's a little trick too. If you want to, you can do it over here too. Totally, I'm getting out of the way. But if you click on the 1 second ago, 1 day ago, that is a direct link to that comment. So if you ever wanted to share like a specific comment on Twitter, or you wanted to keep, like that's the permalink for that comment right here. I'll just click it to kind of let you see what it looks like. So that's the permanent link right there. Same thing on Google Plus right here, that link right there. But anyway, those are the same link. So let's say I wanted to comment back to this. Let's say I'm somebody else. Let me log in as like my family's vlog channel here. It's going to take me to that page, which I don't want to do. So let me close this one. Let me go to my video creators, which I haven't even circled myself yet. Okay, so here it is. All right, so now I'm going to leave a comment here on Google Plus, like, I'm doing great. How are you? Video creators. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to comment here on Google Plus. If I come back here and refresh this page here on YouTube, you'll see that the comment has stayed in sync and it had quiet. It'll go here. See? Now it's right here. So the comments on both places stay in sync, which is new, and that's actually really cool because now you can have a conversation around a video on Google Plus right here, and also, you know, so for all your circles, people who have circled you, and then also right here on YouTube for all the people who are subscribed to you. Now, I'm expecting that maybe sometime in the future, people who have circled you and people who are subscribed to you might become the same thing. Like to integrate this even more, I don't actually know, but for now they're separate, and this is how it works. You can also have private threaded conversations, which we've already talked about here. There's also no character limit. You remember it used to be like 500 was the character limit for a YouTube comment, and they removed that, which I actually think is a good thing. I know it increases the ability for spam, but what I saw here on this channel anyway was that people would like type up to 500 and then they put continue ... and they start leaving a new comment. And this, like, I think will just make the conversation, like, keep it all in one little package where all the threaded responses are all together, and now we're not like splitting up one conversation among like multiple comments. Like, I think that this is going to be good, so I'm actually really excited about that. We also have new moderation controls. So we already talked, oh, here's a disable reshares like we talked about. That would be there, but you can disable that stuff. I can remove my whole comment. I can moderate other people's. I can remove it, report spam or abuse, or ban them from the channel. And that applies to like everyone. I can just mute this person if I wanted to, like make it so they stop commenting on this video. But there's also moderation controls for your entire channel site-wide. I'll show you that in a second. Let me show you this. You can review comments right here. Now you can only moderate comments now that have been made with the new Google Plus commenting system. You cannot reply to comments that were made with the old commenting system. You cannot moderate those comments either. So whatever state that they were in before everything switched, they are now frozen and stuck in that state, which is really super annoying, right? But eventually, like a couple months from now, we won't care because those will all be old comments. But so here's where I could go to moderate this question. I can approve, or if there's like a bunch of them here, I can just mass approve or delete each of these here. So that's what that's all about. But if you want to do this for your entire channel, channel-wide, you go to your video manager, and then over here go to your community, and then the bottom one here called comment settings. And this is where you can approve either names, circles, email addresses that you want people, like whenever they comment, just let them straight through. If you have banned people or circles, like you make a circle of banned people and you just add people to that circle, if they're in that circle, they cannot, they will never show comments from that person. You can blacklist different words, phrases, comma separated, you know, if you wanted to do that. And then here's the default settings that you can set for all of your videos. Another cool thing that you can do, let me go back to the video, is one thing that happens here on this channel a lot is that people ask questions in the comments, which is awesome, right? I love that. But one of the things that I get though is that people are asking questions about asking questions I've already answered in other videos, which this is what I wanted. And so what I used to do is like really hard for me to share like that video again, but now you can. So let's say someone asks a question, and this was the video I did for it. I would respond saying like, oh, see how it automatically fills in if you're responding to replying to a comment, it already does this, but it only seems to do this, like it automatically fills them in if it's like a reply to a reply. If I click to reply here, let me cancel this. It doesn't tend to fill, well, I'm also replying to myself. But anyway, so let's say this was a question. Let me say, hey, great question. Check out the video I did about, whoops, I did about this here. Okay, and then I would just put the URL. Hope it helps. Now, one of the things this is going to do right here is it's going to automatically convert this link into the title that's clickable of the video, which I will show you right here. I'll click reply, and so now people can click on it here. But this is why I say check out the video I did about this here, because if all I responded to, like replied with, was the URL of the video, like all you would see here would be this, and people are like, oh, the response to this question is new partnership level steps between you and your network. Like, that's not very helpful, so that's why I do it that way. Another thing is cool, like I've already kind of demonstrated here, but just to kind of show you again, is that when you're looking at a video, let's say I'm onto this account, it's really easy for me to switch to anyone else to comment on this video. I can log in as myself personally, or I can switch to real SEO and comment. Like, it's just really easy to switch to your other accounts. Now this is interesting. This has popped up for me a couple times. Video creator, I'm logged in as real SEO right now. Video creators added you on Google Plus. Follow back for exclusive updates. So it's actually promoting you on Google Plus. Now I think I'm already in 2 circles here. Yeah, YouTubers and YouTube top fans. So that's why it says new circles right here. But if it wasn't, I'm presuming it would like just tell you, hey, make sure you add this person to your circle. So that's interesting. But now I can come and easily just leave a comment or respond to a comment here or elsewhere. And since I am logged in as someone else, it's still not. See, it doesn't automatically fill in video creators here for some reason. Only if I respond to like a reply, which maybe that'll be updated later. I don't really know. Let me switch back to myself here to video creators. One of the other things that you'll notice here is that I think I already pointed this out. You can edit your comments, but let me reply to another comment here. And I don't want to respond to myself. You can now format your text, okay? So the codes to that is this is and then it's asterisk. Whatever you put between asterisks will be bold. Bold phrase. This is and if you want to italicize something, you do underscore. Italicized phrase. Whoops. And if you want to strike something, it's just a dash. This is a striked out phrase. Oops, dash. It's a streaked out phrase, actually. Striked out phrase, okay? Oh, maybe not. Okay, whatever. So hit reply and you'll see how it'll automatically now format these. So that is new. One other thing that here is pretty new is this top comments, right? Now this is going to show the comments that YouTube thinks is most interesting to you. Now the product manager posted on Google Plus and posted, we'll explain a little bit more about what goes, the algorithm that goes into the top comments of how they determine what's a top comment and what is not. And he said one is social proximity, like how many degrees of separation are there between you and the person who made that comment, presumably through Google Plus circles. General interestingness of the comment and the person who made it. It also takes into account how interesting they think the actual comment text is, how fresh and recent it is. They take that into consideration. So the thing is, like, it's not just a bubble of people that some arbitrary algorithm deems as like, although it is arbitrary algorithm, but like just like someone's notion of like who's an important person and who's not an important person. It takes into consideration your social network and sphere and things that you're interested in, and tries to organize and put those comments at the top, hopefully facilitating more conversation, right? So like if one of your like subscribers comes to your channel and all they see is a bunch of comments that aren't really necessarily that they're interested in, they might not be as likely to leave a comment. But if YouTube shows like the most top comments that might be of interest to your subscriber, and they're like, oh yeah, and YouTube knows this is actually a conversation that this person actually cares about and features that conversation at the top, then you might be more likely to actually entice more conversation, more engagement, and more interaction with your videos, which will then just solidify your relationship with that subscriber. So potentially it could work out in our favor, but I know most of us, like if we just want to go to the newest first, this is where we can see the traditional view, just kind of like the fire hose of the most recent comments in reverse chronological order, just starting at the top and working right down. Now, let me show you what happens if you remove this. It will also remove the entire discussion here as well, okay? So if I remove, it's going to prompt me up here, you know, do you want to remove it permanently? Yes, I will, I do. And now the whole conversation is gone. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about the URLs is you can actually link to anything, it seems like. If you go to like videocreators.com, and let's say I wanted to send you guys to like my free ebook, The Secret of Building Your YouTube Audience, like it seems like you can put, this is my ebook. Go check it out. Yeah, and I'll just put that, like it looks like I could, I don't want to show that. Post any URL here and it automatically makes it linkable. So that's potential for a lot of spam, but hopefully the algorithm for comments figures that out and quickly buries it unless like a lot of people start responding and replying to it. Like there's obviously ways to game this so far. A lot of people, if they, like I had like a ton of people go to like my comment on someone else's video and just thumbs it up to get me promotion. Like unfortunately it will show up, but hopefully as YouTube and Google Plus gets smarter, that will go away. Now let me show you where the notifications are now. Now you can still get those via email if you have email notifications sent to you of comments and things. And the way I manage that is either I set up filters in my Gmail to automatically put them in the different labels, or if you're using like the other organized inbox, I forget what it's called, but it can automatically put all your social emails under one tab and under all your promotional emails under like another tab, and you can kind of manage it that way. But you can also just click here on this bell icon and it'll tell you who's commenting. So the little icon right here with a little play button means that I got comments on this video. And so this is responds to, oh no, this is actually, let me go click on that and go to that. This is actually right on my discussion page. So that's what that is a response, a notification of. Not top, like I see newest first to see it pop at the top, right? What's going on with all this Google Plus to comment? Very, very frustrating. Danny, I'll make a video about it right now, actually. So that's that notification. Get notifications of people adding you to circles. That'll get that little icon. People who share your video, that shows up, so I can see the people who have shared this or commented on it. So if I want to go view this post, click on it, it'll take me straight to the video. And don't play, quiet. Okay. And then I can respond to comments here from those. Let me go back to this one right here. So it shows me who shared it. It also shows me who's commented a lot. So, or not just a lot, but it just shows me generally who's commented and things. So what's missing? First of all, you cannot respond to any comments made before the switch, which I think we've already talked about a little bit, so I won't go into that much more. You still can't moderate individual comments that were made previously, as we've already discussed also. And one of the things that I miss is that the hover cards are missing. Look, it used to be that you could hover over someone and you would be able to see, like the hover card would drop down and give you like a subscribe button, little information, like the first couple lines of their about page would show up, give you some social links, kind of like how many subscribers, and just show you some general information about them. That is gone unless you like click in here to comment, and it's not going to show up there. No, let me actually, I have to go to my discussion tab actually for this. But if they have, like if they are being mentioned or somehow in the comment, then you can be able to do it that way. Let me go to newest, and like this, it's not going to show up if I did like fun science channel and hover now, it would show up, and it's the Google Plus hover card, not the YouTube hover card, you know, so like right here it would work, but not for actually like just normal comments. So that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to make sure I actually plus tag people when appropriate in my comments so they can kind of get that pop up hover, although it still doesn't give you the subscribe button and everything, but they could still at least, you know, click anyway and go check it out, you know, and unfortunately it takes you to the Google Plus page, not to the channel, but hey, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Hopefully they'll fix that. The other thing that's not working is a really big bummer for me. Now, what I have it set for is to share whenever I comment on a video. I want to share that to my feed, and you can set that right here, clicking on this arrow or this pencil, edit channel navigation, and then comment on a video. I want to post that activity to my feed because when I post or respond to a comment on like a really old video, it potentially pops up that video again in my feed, putting it here in the what to watch, and then also in my subscriptions if people are looking at all activity, like it potentially resurfaces my video for new subscribers and things like that who maybe haven't seen it. But now, as you can see, for some reason on my feed, since the switch, none of my comments are reappearing in my feed here that I've commented on. Now, some of them, excuse me, that I've liked and that I've uploaded, like those are showing up, but none before the switch. Now, I don't think that's supposed to be the case. I think it's a bug because I looked at the YouTube help page and either one, it hasn't been updated yet, or two, this just isn't working. So I'm hoping that comes back, but from what I can tell, it's supposed to be working, and hopefully they'll fix that a little bit later. So overall, I actually welcome the new commenting system. I like it. The one thing that I'm concerned about is that I really like having all the comments public because I feel like that promotes the best interaction and discussion among you guys. Like I really don't want people commenting just privately to me as the creator, and I really don't want to have to respond to all those privately because like there's a lot of value and a lot of you guys jumping in and offering value to other people's comments, and I feel like it potentially could fragment the community here on Video Creators and other channels as well, but we'll have to give it some time to see if that's actually what happens in practice or just maybe in theory. And at the end of the day, I really do feel like this is an improvement. It will help moderate a lot of the spam, and it'll help like contribute to meaningful conversations with people that you care about and that will hopefully share the same interests as you. I know there's other concerns with this, like a lot of people don't want to actually be forced to use their actual identity on YouTube, and you can still like just go to your Google Plus profile or your page or whatever and just change your name to whatever like you want to change it to. Like there's nothing forcing you to actually use your first and last name. YouTube's restrictions on that have loosened up a little bit, and so they will still let you change that. So like no worries there. Like so overall, I think it's a good welcome change. It'll be just like any other updates YouTube's made in the past. Like remember when they made the switch to the new one channel design and how everyone's like, they're forcing us into the new design and I hate it and it's ugly and it's all white and I don't like it and why should they should be giving us choices, and like it's all the same arguments for that and every other update that they've done that's being used for this one. It just takes time. People get used to it. You have to understand it. And once you understand it, like personally, since I've been using Google Plus ever since the option to connect them existed, like for me, it's just like all my workflow is just way smoother. So guys, get to know it, like get to learn it, understand how it works and why it does the things that it does. And then once you know that, like I'm pretty sure that you will start to like it better than the old commenting system. It's just right now, it's just really confusing and doesn't work the way we want it to, and it's honestly still a little bit buggy too, but hopefully all that will get ironed out soon. I hope that was really helpful for you guys. If any of you have any tips or ideas how to navigate this whole YouTube Plus thing, please comment below and comment and give us your advice and your suggestions. And the rest of you guys, make sure you go read those comments because there's plenty here that I left out, didn't have time to discuss, or simply just don't know about yet. That's very, very possible. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Every Tuesday we take a look at online video news and talk about the implications it has for us as creators. Then on Wednesdays we give you guys some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, advice, and then on Thursdays we do some YouTube Q&A where I answer your questions about the stuff that you guys are doing. And I really just do all this to help you because I really believe that a lot of you guys have messages that could change the world and influence people's lives for the better if those people could just hear what you have to say. So thank you for letting me be a part of helping you guys grow your audiences, building your channels. Subscribe, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.